The coffee's getting cold on the kitchen wood. I'd pour it out and move on if I only could. But your shadow's still leaning against the door, in a house that doesn't feel like home no more. I see the cracks we swore that we would mend, but I was busy playing house instead of being a friend. I watched the color leave your eyes like a slow sunset in a hollow sky, and I held on tight till my knuckles turned white. But you can't hold a flame in a storm at night. Now I'm standing in the wreckage of the promises made, watching every memory start to flicker and fade. I try to build a dam when the river ran dry. I try to give you wings when you've forgotten how to fly, but you were slipping through my fingers like the ocean's gray wave. And it's killing me to know it was a love I couldn't save. I go to call your name, then I catch my breath. Silence is a heavy kind of little death. I go back to the night when the lights went dim, and I wonder if I should've let the light back in. I thought that being strong meant I had to stay, but sometimes being strong is just getting out the way. Maybe some hearts are just meant to be broken. Maybe the best words are the ones left unspoken. I reached for your hand, but I grasped at the end. I was fighting for us, but you weren't even there. Yeah, I'm standing in the wreckage of the promises made, watching every memory start to flicker and fade. I try to build a dam when the river ran dry. I try to give you wings when you've forgotten how to fly, but you were slipping through my fingers like the ocean's gray wave. And it's killing me to know it was a love I couldn't save, a love I couldn't save. I couldn't give. I hope you found a better way to live. The door is unlocked if you ever pass by, but I finally stopped asking the heavens why. Just a love I couldn't save. I'm sitting in the quiet of this empty room, watching the shadows dance in the silver gloom. I pulled a box of pictures from beneath the bed to find the ghost of every word we ever said. I thought I'd be stronger, I thought I'd be dry, but the past is an ocean that's filling my eye. For every hello at the start of the spring, and every gold promise of a diamond ring. For every late night and every I'm home, the salt starts to sting while I'm sitting alone. And there's a tear for every memory we made, a heavy price for a love that started to fade. One for the laughter, one for the fight, one for the way that you held me at night. I'm washing away the us that I knew, falling in droplets all over the view. My heart is a fountain of all that we've been, a tear for every memory, and there might have been There's the one for the trip down to the coast, and the one for the morning we burnt the toast. I see the park bench where we carved our names before the world turned to these cold hard games. Each drop is a chapter, each fall is a page of a bird that's forgotten the door of its cage. I'm crying for the someday that turned into never, for the always that didn't quite last for forever. My face is a map of the years that we spent, tracing the places where our forever went. Yeah, there's a tear for every memory we made, a heavy price for a love that started to fade. One for the laughter, one for the fight, one for the way that you held me at night. I'm washing away the us that I knew, falling in droplets all over the view. My heart is a fountain of all that we've been, a tear for every memory, a tear for every memory. The box is empty, but my eyes aren't clear. I'm drowning in an ocean of wish you were here. One last drop for the you and the me, the last of the memories finally set free. The faucet's dripping like a ticking clock, but I'm still waiting for a ghostly knock. I try to breathe, but the air feels thick, like a medicine that only makes me sick. I'm walking through the hallway of our past, in a house of glass that couldn't last. The memories are rising to my knees, and I'm shivering in the summer breeze. I thought I learned to tread the water here, but the shoreline just seems to disappear. I'm reaching out for a hand to hold, but the water's deep and the water's cold. And I'm drowning in your absence, sinking down in the middle of this quiet, lonely town. Every I miss you is a weight on my chest, pulling me under, giving no rest. I'm gasping for the ghost of the way we were, but everything's a blue and salty blur. The surface is a million miles away. I'm drowning in your absence today. Your scent is still clinging to the curtains and rugs, like the lingering warmth of 1,000 hugs. But it's just a mirage in a desert of blue, a bittersweet reminder of the me and the you. I try to swim to the light up above, but I'm way down by the anchor of a broken love. They say just let go, they say just move on, but how do you move when the ground is all gone? I'm a sailor with no stars, a ship with no sail, in a storm where the heart is destined to fail. Yeah, I'm drowning in your absence, sinking down in the middle of this quiet, lonely town. Every I miss you is a weight on my chest, pulling me under, giving no rest. I'm gasping for the ghost of the way we were, but everything's a blue and salty blur. The surface you. Without you. I'm becoming a blur in the background of your day, like a radio station that's drifting away. I used to be the center, the light in your eyes. Now I'm just a cloud in your everyday skies. I'm sitting right here, but I'm miles apart, listening to the fading beat of your heart. You don't look at me like you used to do, like I'm a puzzle piece that no longer fits you. I'm a ghost in the kitchen, a shadow on the wall, waiting for a voice that's forgotten my call. And I'm fading from your world, like a sunset in the rain, losing my color, losing my name. I'm a footprint on the beach that the tide's moving in, watching the earth where the never begins. I'm reaching for your hand, but I'm grasping at air, 'cause I'm fading from your world. And you don't even care. I see you making plans that don't include me, a future unfolding that I'll never see. You talk about someday and where I might go, but you never say we, and it's starting to show. I'm a book on the shelf that you've already read, just a lingering thought in the back of your head. It's a slow kind of lonely, it's a quiet goodbye. It's the I'm just tired that's really a lie. I'm watching you leave without moving an inch, and the silence between us is starting to pinch. Like a sunset in the rain, losing my color, losing my name. I'm a footprint on the beach that the tide's moving in, watching the earth where the never begins. I'm reaching for your hand, but I'm grasping at air, 'cause I'm fading from world. And you don't even care. Fading away, I'm a whisper you can't hear anymore, a soft closing click of a heavy wood door. Now I'm just a face that you used to know. Watch me go, I've faded from your world. We're a book that ended on a comma, a movie cut before the final drama. I'm holding on to tickets for a show that never played, a set of plans for a house that we never made. You were the maybe that kept me up at night, the almost version of everything right. We were standing on the platform, but the train was gone. Two shadows waiting for a light that wouldn't turn on. I had the ring of forever ready in my head, but we left the most important things unsaid. So goodbye, my almost love, my what could have been. greatest story that the world will never win. We were a spark that never quite caught the wood, a someday promise that we never understood. You're the ghost of a future I can't quite touch, the one I almost had and miss way too much. Yeah, the hardest part of the push and the shove is saying goodbye to almost love. I see you in the crowd and I almost call your name, but I remember that the rules of the game have changed. We're not us and we're not even, we're just a blurry memory, a soft and distant blur. I'm grieving for a person who's still walking around, and a love that never even got off the ground. No wedding photos, no keys on the hook, just the empty pages of a half-written book. I'm mourning the life that we didn't get to lead, the garden of us that turned into a weed. So goodbye, my almost love, my what could have been, the greatest story that the world will never win. We were a spark that never quite caught the wood, a someday promise that we never understood. You're the ghost of a future I can't quite touch, the one I almost had and miss way too much. Yeah, the hardest part of the push and the shove is saying goodbye to my almost love. Goodbye, my almost. You were the if only and the just about, the flame that flickered before it went out. I'll always wonder if you think of me too, and the almost life I almost had with you. My almost love. I'm watching the dust motes dance in the light of a kitchen that's quiet and empty tonight. There are dishes for two still left on the rack, but the words that we needed aren't coming back. We used to be thunder, we used to be loud, now we're just shadows lost in a cloud. I look at your lips and I wait for a sound, but the anchor of nothing is pulling us down. I've got 1,000 I'm sorries locked in my throat, but they're sinking like stones in a leaky old boat. And oh, it's the love that was left in the silence, the quietest kind of a heartbreaking violence. No shouting, no screaming, just doors softly closed, and the weight of the secrets that nobody knows. We're drowning in all of the things we didn't say, watching our forever just whisper away. It's a beautiful tragedy of violent compliance, just a love left in silence. I reach for your hand, but I pull it back fast, like I'm touching a ghost of a love that didn't last. We're experts at nodding, and how was your day? While the truth is a mountain that's standing in the way. If I screamed out your name, would you even hear? Or has the quiet become what you hold most dear? Sometimes a goodbye is a roar in the street, but ours is the sound of two hearts losing beat. It's the static on the radio, the hum of the fridge, the space in the middle of a broken down bridge. Yeah, it's the love that was left in the silence, the quietest kind of a heartbreaking violence. No shouting, no screaming, just doors softly closed, and the weight of the secrets that nobody beautiful tragedy of violent compliance, just a love left in silence. In the silence, the loudest I love you is the one you don't hear, falling like snow on a cold, lonely year. I'm still right here, but the silence is all that's left. Love left in silence.
I gave you my heart, my nights, my days, but you see me in so many ways. A laugh, a smile, a hand to hold, but never a love worth more than gold. I stood beside you through storm and rain, through every joy, through every pain, but still you treated me like I was small, when I loved you more than anything at all. I wish for forever, I hope for truth, but you never saw my love for you. I wanted to be more than a girlfriend, to be your home, your starting end. I gave my soul, I gave my all, but I was just someone to call. I dreamed of love, of holding tight, but you left me in the quiet night. I loved you more than words could say, but I was only your girlfriend. I stayed when others would have gone, held your hand, kept your fears withdrawn. I listened to dreams that weren't my own, loved you through nights I spent alone. I thought my heart could make you see that love like mine was meant to be, but your eyes wandered, your heart astray, and I was left with nothing to say. I gave you all I had to give, but you never learned how to live. I wanted to be more than a girlfriend, to be your home, your starting end. I gave my soul, I gave my all, but I was just someone to call. I dreamed of love, of holding tight, but you left me in the quiet night. I loved you more than words could say, but I was only your girlfriend. Maybe someday you'll understand the love I gave with open hands. I'll walk away, but I'll always know I loved you more than I could show. I wanted to be more than a girlfriend, to be the love that never ends. I gave my heart, I gave my best, but you left me aching in my chest. I loved you more than I could defend, but I was only your girlfriend.
I found a receipt from a diner in 19. in the pages of a magazine. Back when your laughter was the only sound that kept my feet steady on the shaky ground. Now the handwriting's faded, the ink's turned to gray, like the way that we slowly started drifting away. We're not enemies, we're not even friends, just a long stretch of road where the pavement ends. I saw you last week at the light on 4th Street, and for a split second my heart skipped a beat. But you didn't look over, you didn't see me, just a blurred out ghost of who we used to be. Oh, there's a heavy kind of blue in an old love, like a sky that's forgotten, the stars up above. It's the sweaters and boxes, the keys in the drawer, the I love you that nobody says anymore. We're a book with the cover torn off by the wind, trying to remember where the us began. It's a quiet ache, a soft kind of glove, the lingering weight of an old love. I still buy the tea that you used to like, I still take the path where we used to bike. Not because I'm waiting or hope you'll appear, but because your absence is all I have here. It's a muscle memory, a habit, a ghost, a toast to the person I used to love most. We've grown into strangers with secrets to keep, while the forever we promised is falling asleep. Is it better to fade or to burn out fast, to be a bright flash or a shadow that lasts? I'm living in the after, the once upon a time, searching for a reason in a broken down rhyme. A sky that's forgotten, the stars up above. It's the sweaters and boxes, the keys in the drawer, the I love you that nobody says anymore. We're a book with the cover torn off by the wind, trying to remember where the us began. It's a quiet ache, a soft kind of glove, the lingering weight of an old love. Old love, it doesn't scream, it just whispers your name in the middle of the night. It's a flickering flame. I'm letting you go, but I'm keeping the years, washed in the salt of 1,000 old tears. Just an old love.
I learned to tie my shoes alone, no small hands guiding mine, no lullabies to lead me home, just silence every night. I watch the other children run into their parents' arms. I stood there smiling like I'm strong, but aching in the dark. No one calls my name with pride, no safe place left to hide. This orphan life is cold and wide, no mother's love, no father's guide, just empty rooms and borrowed beds and tears I cry inside my head. I built my heart with broken parts, learning early how pain starts. If love's a home I've never known, I'm growing up alone. I celebrate my birthdays quiet, no candles, just a wish. I close my eyes and hope someone will say, you belong with us. I keep my dreams beneath my pillow, like secrets I must hide, because hope can hurt a little when no one's by your side. I tell myself I'll be okay, but nights are long and hard to face. This orphan life is hard to bear. No bedtime prayers, no loving care, just second-hand and hand-me-downs and silent tears that never sound. I act so brave, I stand up tall, but I'm just a child after all. If love was something I could buy, I'd give my world to try. Maybe one day someone will see more than just a history. Maybe they'll hold me like I'm theirs and teach my heart what love is. Until that day I'll hold on tight to broken dreams each night. This orphan life has made me strong, even when I feel so wrong. I've learned to wipe my tears away and face another lonely day. And though I walk this road alone, I still believe I'll find a home through every scar and every strife, for more than just this orphan life. I see you laughing with someone else, while I'm stuck alone inside myself. I've given you all I've ever known, but still you leave me here alone. I trace your name on my empty walls, hear your voice in every home. I try to hide the tears I cry, but my heart keeps asking why. I've loved you quietly, endlessly, but your heart's blind to what you mean to me. Please love me too, I'm begging. I've been standing here my whole life through. I gave my heart, my soul, my fight, but you're gone and I'm losing the night. I see your world, I'm just outside, watching love that's not mine collide. Please love me too, before I break, before my heart can take no more weight. I count the moments you passed me by, a fleeting smile, a fleeting sigh. I've held the dreams that never came and whisper softly your name in vain. I'm tired of being your shadow there, tired of loving when you don't care. But still I hope, still believe, maybe someday you'll notice me. I've loved you quietly, endlessly, but your heart's blind to what you mean to me. Please love me too, I'm begging. I've been standing here my whole life through. I give my heart, my soul, my fight, I can't set free this endlessness. You love me, please love me too. Even for a while, give me just one honest smile. I've loved you quietly, endlessly, and still I hope you'll see me. Even if you never do, I'll be waiting, hoping you love me too. We walked to school in worn out shoes, books too heavy for our hands, empty pockets, silent truths, dreams bigger than our broken plans. We smile like everything's okay, hide the hunger in our eyes, counting coins along the way, learning young how hope survives. We study under dim streetlights while others sleep in comfort's arms. We're chasing futures through the night with empty plates and silent scars. We are poor students holding on, writing wishes where we don't belong. Pages stained with sacrifice, paying for our dreams with sleepless nights. We don't have much, but we believe in something more than what we see. If tears could pay our school fees, we'd all graduate with degrees. Second-hand bags and borrowed notes, sharing pens that barely write, parents working endless hours, praying we'll have better lives. We feel the weight of every cost, every fee we cannot pay, but giving up would mean we lost the only light that shows the way. We skip a meal to buy a book, pretend we're fine when teachers look. We are poor students standing tall, even when we have nothing at all. Our stomachs ache, our hearts are brave. We build our future page by page. We don't have gold, we don't have fame, just burning hope inside our veins. If effort had a price to see, we'd be the richest you could be. One day these halls will know our name, not for pity, not for shame, but for the nights we didn't quit, for every tear we hid in it. We're more than numbers, more than need. We are hunger turning into sea. We are poor students, but we rise with tired hearts and fearless eyes. No silver spoon, no easy way, just faith that brighter comes someday. And when we stand where we should be, we'll thank the pain that made us free, from empty hands to destiny. We were poor students, but rich in dreams. I see the fire in your eyes tonight, burning brighter than the love we knew. You've taken paths I cannot guide, and I don't know what to do. The words you said cut through my chest like knives I cannot mend. I thought my lessons would protect, but you've chosen a different end. I raised you with all my heart, but somewhere we fell apart. Son, you are wrong, but I still care. Even when your heart is unaware, I see the pain behind your pride, the battles you are forced to hide. I wish I could make you see the light, hold you close and make it right. But even when the world feels so strong, I love you though my son is wrong. Cry, and I whispered it'll be okay. But now the tears have turned to lies, and I don't know what to say. The choices you make tear at my soul, and I ache to take your place. I pray that someday you'll be whole and finally find some grace. I gave you all I could provide, but you've chosen a different side. Son, you are wrong, but I still care. Even when your heart is unaware, I see the storm behind your eyes, the lonely nights, the hidden cries. I wish I could turn back the years, wipe away all your fears. But even when the world feels so strong, I love you though my son is wrong. Maybe one day you'll understand the weight of choices, the scars of hands. Maybe the pain will teach you grace and bring back the light to your face. But until then, I'll pray and stay, hoping love can show the way. Son, you are wrong, but I still love a love that's patient, a love from above. Even if the world turns its back on you, my heart will always stay true. I hope one day you'll find where you belong and realize I've been right all along. Through every hurt, through every song, I love you, even when my son is wrong. I know I've pushed you far away, said the wrong things night and day. I held my walls too high and tight and made you carry all my fights. You try to love me, try to stay, but I turned sunshine into gray. Every word I didn't say made your heart bend and break that day. I wish I could undo the pain, take back the tears, the endless rain. I'm sorry to make it difficult for you to love me when I barely knew how to love myself, how to let you in, how to stop the chaos within. I see the strain in your tired eyes, the silent suffering of your tries. I'm sorry, I know I made it hard, but you stayed anyway despite the scars. I let my fears control my heart, pulled away when we should never part. I've heard the one who means the most turn warmth into a frozen coast. You deserve a love that's light and free, not the shadows that dwell inside me. And still you hold on, still you care. turn back the years, erase the fights, erase the fears. I'm sorry to make it difficult for you to love me when I barely knew how to love myself, how to let you in, how to stop the chaos within. I see the strain in your tired eyes, the silent suffering of your tries. I'm sorry, I know I made it hard, but you stayed anyway despite the scars. Maybe one day I'll learn to be the one you needed, the one you see. Until then I carry regret for every tear, for every debt. I hope someday you understand I never meant to hurt your hand. I'm sorry to make it difficult for you to love a heart that's breaking too. I'll keep trying though I stumble and fall, praying you'll stay through it all. Even if my faults weigh me down, your love is the only thing I found. I'm sorry for all the pain I gave. Thank you for staying, thank you for brave.
I'm cleaning out the drawers of a life we built, sifting through the silent and the heavy guilt. I found the sweater that you said looked best on me. Now it's just a thread in a ghost of a memory. I gave you every secret, every broken part. I laid my future down right where you start. I thought I was a treasure you never outgrow, a steady kind of fire, a soft and constant glow. But you traded forever for right now, and left me at the shore while you started to swim. And now I'm holding on to the heart you didn't keep, trying to find some rest in a world that won't sleep. It's a little bit bruised and it's a whole lot of blue, still beating for a person who's no longer you. I offered you a kingdom but you wanted the street, and you left my love lying there incomplete. Yeah, it's heavy and it's hollow and the ache is so deep, just the heart you didn't keep. Brand new smile, like you haven't thought of us in a long. I'm becoming a blur in the background of your day, like a radio station that's drifting away. I used to be the center, the light in your eyes. Now I'm just a cloud in your everyday skies. I'm sitting right here but I'm miles apart, listening to the fading beat of your heart. You don't look at me like you used to do, like I'm a puzzle piece that no longer fits you. I'm a ghost in the kitchen, a shadow on the wall, waiting for a voice that's forgotten my call. And I'm fading from your world like a sunset in the rain, losing my color or losing my name. I'm a footprint on the beach that the tide's moving in, watching the us where the never begins. I'm reaching for your hand but I'm grasping at air, cause I'm fading from your world and you don't even care. I see you making plans that don't include me, a future unfolding that I'll never see. You talk about someday and where I might go, but you never say we, and it's starting to show. I'm a book on the shelf that you've already read, just a lingering thought in the back of your head. It's a slow, kind of lonely, it's a quiet goodbye. It's the I'm just tired that's really a lie. I'm watching you leave without moving an inch, and the silence between us is starting to pinch. Yeah, I'm fading on the heart you didn't keep, trying to find some rest in a world that won't sleep. It's a little bit bruised and it's a whole lot of blue, watching the us where the never begins. I'm reaching for your hand but I'm grasping at air, cause I'm fading from your world and you don't even care. a soft closing click of a heavy wood door. Now I'm just a face that you used to know. Watch me go. I faded from your world. I faded from your I'm standing at the edge of a choice I didn't want, with a ghost in my kitchen starting to haunt. I memorized the way your keys hit the tray, but the silence is louder than the words we could say. I'm holding your hand, but it feels like a stone, and the hardest part is being together alone. My fingers are shaking, I'm losing the grip on a love that was steady on a sinking ship. I've been white-knuckled for a year and a day, but the harder I pull, the more you drift away. And oh, it's the pain of letting you go, the slowest kind of fire, the coldest kind of snow. It's unlearning the rhythm of your heart against mine. It's tracing the forever and finding the line. I'm tearing the roots out of the ground where we grew, and I'm breaking my own heart, to be honest with you. Yeah, the healing is coming, or so they all say, but the pain of letting go is in the way. I'm taking your pictures off the hallway wall, and I'm finding the places where the shadows fall. I have to forget your coffee, I have to forget your scent, and all of the Sundays that were never spent. It's like learning to breathe in a different air when I reach for the space and there's nobody there. They say that if you love them, you'll set them free, but they don't talk about the wreckage left inside of me. It's a hollowed out feeling, a jagged edge hole, a quiet surrender of a piece of my soul. The pain of letting go. I'm opening the window, I'm opening the door. I'm learning to walk on this empty floor, one step at a time, through the salt and the sting. Goodbye to you. And everything. past my reflection in a sharp window pane, and I didn't recognize the ghost in the rain. The girl boy who used to laugh until her sides began to ache is buried under every single choice I didn't make. I'm wearing your old jacket like a heady coat of mail, but underneath the denim I'm looking paper pale. I used to be the color of a summer afternoon. Now I'm just the crated side of a lonely winter moon. I've mastered the art of the I'm doing okay, while I watch the best parts of me drift away. And you're seeing the fallout, the end of the line, the hollowed out remains of a heart that was mine. I'm a map with no border, a song with no key, just the wreckage of who I was meant to be. You took the light and you left the debris. Now I'm living as the saddest version of me. I go through the motions, I drink from the cup, but I'm just counting down till the sun's coming up. I've forgotten the sound of my own real voice since I lost the girl boy who once had a choice. I'm a library of sorries and the gallery of this, walking the edge of these jagged heart cliffs. If you met me today, you wouldn't know my name, 'cause the person you loved and this one aren't the same. I'm the after in the picture, the end in the book, the hollowed out stare, and the way that I live. Meant to be. You took the light and you left the debris. Now I'm living as the saddest version of me. The saddest version of me. I'm waiting for the punchline, waiting for the change, but everything I touch just feels cold and strange. Goodbye to the happy, goodbye to the free. I'm just the saddest version of me. I'm staring at the tan line on my finger where the gold used to be, a ghost of a promise that's still haunting me. We built a cathedral out of always and true, in a world that was painted in a permanent blue. But the mortar is crumbling and the glass is all cracked, and there's no magic word that can bring it all back. We were the ones who were gonna beat the odds, living like kings, playing like gods. But the clock on the wall didn't care for our pride, it just kept on ticking while the forever died. So this is how it feels when forever ends, when the lovers turn back and a broken down friends that It's not a big explosion or a lightning strike. It's a slow, cold fading of the things we like. I'm standing at the edge where the road hits a wall, watching the always start to crumble and fall. Yeah, the sky didn't break and the stars didn't bend. It's just the quiet sound of when forever ends. I'm packing the Sundays in a cardboard box, changing the codes on the front door locks. You're taking the records and I'm taking the blame for a house that's forgotten and the sound of your name. We're dividing the life that we swore was a whole into two little pieces of a fractured soul. They don't tell you forever has an expiration date, hidden in the fine print of a twist of fate. I would've stayed forever, I would've stayed till the last, but now I'm just a witness to a beautiful past. Yeah, this is how it feels when forever ends, when the lovers turn back and are broken down friends. It's not a big explosion or a lightning strike. It's a slow, cold fading of the things we like. I'm standing at the edge where the road hits a wall, watching the always start to crumble and fall. Yeah, the sky didn't break and the stars didn't bend. It's just the quiet sound of when forever ends. Yeah, this is how it feels when forever ends, when the lovers turn back and are broken down friends. It's not a big explosion or a lightning strike. It's a slow, cold fading of the things we like. I'm standing at the edge where the road hits a wall, watching the always start to crumble and fall. Yeah, the sky didn't break and the stars didn't bend. It's just the quiet sound of when forever ends, when forever ends. The sun's coming up on a brand new day, but it's shining on a world that's turned to gray. I'll be okay, or so they say, but forever was a long, long way. When forever ends, fade out. When forever ends.
I held a ring inside my hand, dreamed of walking with you to the end. The words were ready on my lips, but fear and doubt made my heart slip. I thought our love could beat the years, but now it's clouded by our fears. I wanted forever, I wanted you, but forever slipped right through. I imagine your smile, your soft embrace, a life together in one place. Will you marry me? I whispered low, but like you said no when you had your blow. I dreamed of vows, I dreamed of rings. Now all I have are broken things. I'll hold this love, though it's done. A question lost in a world withdrawn. Will you marry me? I'll never know a love that died before it could grow. I remember nights beneath the stars, talking of futures of who we are. I thought our hearts were strong and true, but time proved fragile what we knew. I kept your picture close to me, but it only showed what couldn't be. I wrote the words but never said the life I wanted is now dead. I imagine your hand said no and you had to go. I dreamed of vows, I dreamed of rings. Now all I have are broken things. I'll hold this love, though it's gone and crushed and lost in worlds withdrawn. Will you marry me? I'll never know a love that died before it could roll. Maybe in another life, another place, I'd hold you close, see your face. I'd ask the question, you'd say yes, and our hearts would finally rest. But in this world, the answer's gone, and I whisper it alone, holding on. Will you marry me? The words remain a silent echo of love and pain. I'll keep them hidden in my chest, a memory of what could have been best. Even if we never meet again, I'll love you until the end. Will you marry me? For as unspoken, a vow that lives in my heart broken. I saw your picture yesterday. You look so happy by the side. The way you smile, the way you stayed, like I was just a past you had. Your hand in there so naturally, like it was always meant to be. I guess the place that once was mine found someone new so easily. I told myself I'd be okay, but tears don't listen anyway. I'm wishing you and them happiness, even if it leaves me in this loneliness. I hope they love you better than I could, hold you tighter than I would. I hope your nights are full of light and they kiss away your darkest nights. I'll smile while my heart confesses. I'm wishing you and them happiness. I still remember what you said, that I was all you'd ever need. Now someone else sleeps in my place, living out my broken dream. Do you laugh the way we used to? Do you whisper what was mine? Does the name roll off your tongue like you once practiced saying mine? I hope they never feel this pain of loving you in vain. I'm wishing you and them happiness, even if it tears my heart to this. I hope you never fight like we did, never cry like I once did. I hope forever feels so right, and you don't walk away this time. I'll drown in silent bitterness while wishing you and them happiness. Maybe I wasn't strong enough, maybe I loved you far too much. Maybe I was just a lesson learned, or someone else gets what I earned. But if letting go means you can't smile, I'll suffer quietly for a while. I'm wishing you and them happiness, though my chest feels like it's collapsing in. I hope your future shines so bright, even if I fade from sight. And if one day you think of me, don't feel regret, just let it be. I loved you more than I can confess. Still wishing you and them happiness. You placed me gently by your heart, said I was beauty in your hands. I bloomed for you right from the start, believing love would always stand. But seasons change without a sound, and one can turn so cold. Now petals fall onto the ground, a story left untold. I gave you color in the rain, you gave me silence and the pain. I'm just a withered rose you left behind, fading slowly in the back of your mind. Once I was red like burning fire, now I'm just ashes of desire. You promised me I'd never lose, but love was something you outgrew. I bloomed for you, but heaven knows you let me die with a rose. Your fingertips won't trace my thorns, said even pain was beautiful. But when the storms began to form, you said my love was too much to hold. You stopped watering what we had, let distance dry my soul. Now every memory feels so sad, a garden out of control. I tried to stand against the frost, but loving you was what it cost. I'm just a withered rose you left behind, faded slowly in the back of your mind. Once I was soft inside your hands, now I'm broken where I stand. You said forever, soft and close, but forever froze. I bloomed for you, but now it shows. I'm nothing more than a withered rose. Maybe I loved you too much to survive, maybe I needed more light to stay alive. Maybe your heart was never my home, just a place I mistook for my own. And roses can't survive alone without someone to care. I'm just a withered rose tonight, losing petals in the quiet. No more color, no perfume, just fading in an empty room. If love was real, why did it close? Why did you choose to let me go? I bloomed for you through highs and lows, and all I became was your withered rose. And all I became was your withered rose.